The New Year's Eve party has repercussions for everyone. Jules realizes there's something going on between Rue and Elliot, while Nate and Cassie's relationship continues to grow in secret. Nate is taken to the hospital after Fezco's brutal attack. Maddy drives him while Cassie is in the back holding his hand. This whole Cassie situation isn't just a blip. He's apparently in love with her. Nate thinks that he'll be able to fully surrender himself to Cassie, whereas with Maddy everything was always a game. He believes Cassie can bring out the best in him. He fantasizes about a life with her Cassie, but he knows it can never be because Maddy has that disc. Rue is caught between Jules and Elliot. The first day of school after the new year arrives, and Rue has everything she wants. She's back with Jules, but is it enough? While kissing Jules, she spots Elliot at school. She doesn't want Elliot to mention drugs to Jules. Elliot introduces himself to Jules while saying hi to Rue. Turns out, Rue has been hanging out with Elliot and doing drugs. Jules clearly knows something's happened here and walks away with tears in her eyes. Since New Year's, Cassie has been in the midst of low-grade depression. She can barely get out of bed. At one point, Lexi points out that Cassie still has Nate's blood on her legs. Cassie never would have hooked up with Nate if he and Maddy had still been together. Meanwhile, Maddy isn't sleeping. As much as she won't admit it, she wants to be with Nate. Nate ends up texting Maddy thanking her for taking care of him. He also says he'll love her always and forever. Later, Maddy tells Cassie that Nate sent her the most beautiful text message, which devastates Cassie. Nate ends things with Cassie. Nate is released from the hospital and tells his dad that he doesn't know who beat him up. Cal knows that Nate knows and will not let it go. Nate finally calls Cassie and says that no one can know about what happened. He mentions that if Maddy finds out she will actually kill Cassie, which leaves Cassie terrified. Cassie texts Nate that she thinks having sex was a mistake, and he immediately calls her and tells her to never put that in writing again. Cal wants answers and goes to Cassie's house to get them. He interrogates Cassie, and she finally caves. She tells Cal that it was Fezco who beat up Nate. Lexi is furious that Cassie told Cal that it was Fez. Lexi has been conflicted about Fez since the party. He had been so nice to her, and then so violent with Nate. Lexi goes to see Fezco, but she has no idea that Cal is following her. Jules thinks Rue has a crush on Elliot. Even though she's aware that she shouldn't, Rue continues to spend more time with Elliot. She's doing more drugs with him and keeping it a secret from Jules. He wonders if it's a good idea that they're friends. "I just feel like we might not bring out the best in each other," Elliot says. Rue replies, "I feel like I'm okay with that." Kat and Ethan are seemingly happy to everyone around them, but their relationship isn't what she thought it would be. She wants more passion than she's getting from Ethan. Ethan loves Kat, but she doesn't love him. She's depressed over not feeling the same way as he does. Kat decides to invite Jules and Maddy to bowl with her and Ethan. That's not what Ethan had in mind. Nate and Cassie hook up again. On her way to a meeting, Rue sees Cassie running to Nate's car for another hookup. Maddy calls while they're together. Nate doesn't answer. Maddy tries to FaceTime them both, and they both ignore her. Nate takes Cassie to a secluded area to tell her that they can't be together. "I wish that things could be different," he tells her. Nate says their hookup was a mistake, and they should never do it again. A heartbroken Cassie gets out of the car and runs away. Nate goes looking for her, and they end up hooking up again. He asks her how she's ever going to be able to look Maddy in the eye again. Lexi goes to see Fez at the gas station. Faye is there and Lexi immediately thinks they're together. Cal shows up after following Lexi. You can cut the tension with a knife. Lexi has a look on her face of pure fear. Fez is sending signals to Ashtray to be ready for anything. Cal starts asking questions. Ashtray is ready to strike. Cal doesn't make a move, this time. Fez isn't taking any chances from now on. He sets his security system and keeps his guns nearby. At the bowling alley, Maddy gets a front row seat to Kat and Ethan's relationship. Maddy comments on how there's no darkness with Kate and Ethan. Their relationship is sweet. Maddy doesn't know if a sweet relationship with no darkness would be enough for her. Later, Maddy tells Jules that she doesn't think she can help herself. She's probably going to get back together with Nate. Nate tells Cal he knows about the tape. Rue shows up to a meeting high, and Ali sees that she's still on her suicide mission. Ali takes Rue home and introduces himself to Rue's mom. When Nate gets home from his latest hookup with Cassie, Cal confronts him about the Fezco beatdown. Nate gets the upper hand and brings up Jules. He reveals that Jules started telling people and now it's getting around. Cal tries to apologize but Nate doesn't care for it. He brings up that Jules did not know their encounter was filmed. Cal asks Nate if he has the tape, and that's where the episode ends.